OG putting a very heavy influence over towards this B side to start it off. Jump spot coming out from Karrigan with the kit and smoke over towards the van position. Triple stack over towards the A side. This is going to be a BXE from OG.
And Karrigan's seen them all. Quick run out of the apartments. There's coldzera in with a frag. Mantu can trade one back. Karrigan will get a quick tap to the head to respond towards one of Issa as NBK facing aggressive. That P250 straight in without the raid boss, but still gets the kill to a 3 versus 3. Bomb plant can be secured on default. It's retake mode phase.
3 versus 3. They've been able to get to short very, very quickly. 2 players out towards this bench position from the T side. Maybe try and swing on each other's contact. MBK trying to tap away. Finally gets that kill in the trade onto Rain, but it's Brokey up close towards the backside corner, trying to see if they can get this time going and get those trades together. But OG are doing a really good job of just trying to stall, not over peak. Finally, Alexa B going down means that MPK's on for a 4K, and Twist is going to be able to find to his own. They get onto that bomb, pick up that kit for Twist, but it's not even necessary. OG get the bomb plant, but not the pistol victory. Great retake coming in from Faze.
30 seconds. OG are going to have to act relatively quickly into this bomb site. Got Twists on the stairs to try and be a major thorn on their side. Lexi B will try isolate him, but no, Twists gets that kill, kicks things off, back on the bomb planter. Mantu can't get a triple on Valde, but coldzera swinging in from jungle. Is anyone going to check the position? Well, Valde's too focused on CT and goes down for it. coldzera comes up with a kill, and Drain is just traded back. 10 seconds, that bomb's still connected though. That final kill from Karrigan on short should secure it. Indeed, Issa will find his kill back on Cole, but now needs to hunt Karrigan, who's staying alive, and Brookie's even way further away at CT spawn, so 2-0 for Faze, crippling the economy state, forcing Issa to save.
And now starting to lean in towards mid. Smoke going down towards the window room. coldzera playing out from ladder. And Twist playing a little bit of an off angle out from Connector, trying to press forward. There's a lot of T-side players around him. He can drop this bomb, gets the first pick in the second. Good hold starting off from Twist.
coldzera backs up, Rain on site, taps through, takes down Issa, and coldzera chimes in to take MBK as well. It's all left to Mantu out towards that mid control, and the CTs mopping up the mid position. OG trying to lean in, but just getting ripped apart. I think that might just set the pace for this series at this stage. Dwayne, one exit will come through, but needs a whole lot more, and coldzera is getting him no more. 2K to his name at 16 points of health, and a 4-0 start for the Faze side. Cindero's down from the CT side will try and keep OG at bay for the moment. They've got only those 2 players in the apartments looking for a B split, with the majority of players being out towards the short control. And Brookie strikes on the bomb plant and takes out 2. Needs that 3rd frag. He's going to lose his teammate elsewhere, and his pistol's almost lined up for him. But unscoping at the wrong moment leaves Valde a deagle kill. Karrigan moving in, sees 1 player on the balcony, catches off Issa, trying to focus back on Alexi P. That AWP will drop, and the AUG gets a 3K, cleans up the pistols, and gets Faze a 5th. A bit of pressure there towards that B site, though. You could feel for a second that maybe OG would have overwhelmed. Issa in particular out towards ramp is going to win the fights against Rain, and that's not an easy fight to win at all. His teammates going to provide support as well. Shoulder baiting, seeing that 1 man, that spray comes through, gets that kill. AWP in the back lines of Brookie, turning up, sees that 1 man, unscopes at the wrong moment, and that cost him his life. Valde ahead of the smoke takes that kill. Now Twist right behind danger, does drop the bomb planter, make it 2 kills on Issa. That's a 3K, and potentially even an ace to defend it for the Faze side. 40 seconds, peeking into the AWP. Mantu next up, sees him on the ticket booth. He baits in that shot. Isolates the Quadra, looking for the ace for Twist. No! Valde shuts it down to the last second, and OG finally win their first.
Flash in. Oh, I tell you what, if he goes any further forward, he might spot that bomb from Alexi B.
Orpa Brookie is going to be the next main concern. Takes a shot off, misses. Twist can swing back, take Valde instead. Orpa up on the ticket, on the firebox, I should say, boosted up. Looking for a kill towards Connector, can't land it. Rain will get the kill instead. Brookie finally turns up the Orpa on Issa as MBK finds a trade, but now it's a 4 versus 2. Mantu's going to work out a palace position, get some sort of trade on the bomb site, and as MBK falls, he's going to be the last man standing. Even Rain has control of the bomb, and Faze have control of their 6th. OG are being overwhelmed here on CT.
Bring it into the next round. Money is going to be a bit of an issue here. They do have the, well, getting close to, I should say, the max round loss bonus. 2,900 to follow here. They're going to have to eco around this orb. Yeah, he's in a very uncomfortable position here, trying to get back towards CT. A lot of pressure coming out from ramp in terms of a mass amount of T-side players. Needs a little bit more assistance. Nade coming through, missed AWP shot coming out for Brokey, and now it's a two-man advantage coming in for OG. They've been able to pick up that AK2 from BK, and AlexiB swings out for the top of connector. Karrigan and Cold Zero, the last couple left, against an Eco. OG are doing mass amount of damage, and they're capitalizing on so many of these opening kills. They know where Karrigan is, they know where Cold Zero is. Nice tap comes through to MBK to try and bring this round back.
The 4 versus 2 advantage. Now Karrigan gets several lineups, and they're all going to face him together, finally take him down as Mantu chimes in against Cold Zero onto the CT spawn. And very well played there from OG.
Now, Brokey's got a smoke to try and slow down this pressure into the apartments, but that's all the really utility they've got. And OG are just pushing forward of it.
Karrigan down here towards truck, drops that bomb planter, NBK with a trade back, and the AWP of Brookie missing some seriously critical shots. Now Twist being aggressed upon, he reads the angle of Issa. The bomb plant can be secure with him just holding this angle. He doesn't need to press forward, doesn't need to give it the man advantage. So smart from OG just to secure the site, secure the plant, and force Faze to save.
Faze got that 6-1 lead. Now 3 rounds in a row for OG. You've got one to wins a tactical timeout coming through from Faze. They're in a position now where they're going to have to be on another eco, you would expect, than the slow passiveness that we started seeing for the first sort of 5 or 6 rounds. Ooh, missed smoke comes out towards the window room for the T side. That needs to get information called out, but maybe not, because they just dive out for the palace, fasting towards the A side.
Brookie following suit on Issa as well, out in the open, not checked out, but a CT spawn, no one covering him off. Now Twist finds his second kill on Valde, past the edge of the smoke, and Mantu being pressured once again. The confidence returning to FaZe Clan as they have the entire crossfire locked on that bomb's position. And Mantu and AlexiB, they've got 1 minute and 20 to try and recover this round position.
OG starting to regroup together. It does look as if they want to at least try and go for this.
Bash in, Lexi sees one, loses the fight to Twist. That's 3 kills up for him. Brookie with the AWP on lock, shuts down Mantu as he tries to face in and goes down pretty effectively. Falling back towards the B site instead as the CT start pressing forward towards A. It's Issa alone. Can he catch off overextensions, or will he extend himself? Get Rain for the first fall. Twist not going to let him get away with a second. Brookie dealt with by Valde. Cold Zero and Twist go back and forth as MBK gets the penultimate kill of the round. 2v2 as Karrigan chimes in, makes it a double from short. And now AlexiB is left alone. IGL stepping up in this round. Now he's got to be the clutcher for his side. Gets it to an even standing. And now it truly is IGL v IGL in a 1v1. Smoke back on Murder Hole. Should allow him to cross back here towards the B bomb site. Going to sneak past it and disallow Karrigan any information.
Jiggle Pig comes out, doesn't quite see him towards market. I don't know if AlexiB was seen there from Karrigan. It all just comes down to a matter of timing on the repositioning from AlexiB, playing back out towards the corner position. 52 HP, and it gets very, very silent for both these players. Karrigan trying to see if he can check this corner, and it looks like he's going to get his back turned completely to AlexiB to get a simple kill. Karrigan with a 3K, get onto that bomb, get Faze, a lovely clutch to come out, and now it's him to be able to put up the numbers.
Incendiary's in, Cold Zero up on the ladder room. AlexiB's reading this, but he gets peeked upon, loses that fight. Cold Zero almost making it a double, spraying through that wall on Valde. Won't matter because Twist comes in to support. 2 kills for him as he mops up the mid control. Issa out here towards the A site, will catch a frag, but the bomb needs to get recovered by Mantu here. Smokes up, AWP caught off by Karrigan next. They don't even need to challenge Issa in this one, as it looks like Faze will win their 9th here on CT. 1 kill is found for a 2K overall, but 30 seconds to get an ace, and no one from the CT side is presenting himself. Twist set with the AWP, gets another 3K, 21 for him, and a 9th to the border phase. 2 players to deal with on the entries for OG. Utility going over Shadow, seen shoulder bait, forces that AWP off angle. They're going to check Rain. Yes, they are. He goes down. The Brookie holds on to Mantu. Peeks back in for 2, can't land his shot. Flicks has connected that second man, and gets NB against AlexiB next. Oh, Issa gets a double to turn it back to a 2v2.
Oh, Karrigan picking up from CT. The timing could be everything, but he gets flashed off from the T side, and Issa follows up with another kill into the round. He's found a 3K, and now it's down to Cold Zero to try and clutch AlexiB. Secures OG their 6th. Yeah, look, you've got to think that Issa could take off a couple of shots towards that A-ramp position, but needs to try fall back, hold on to the advantage. Does get a nice shot onto Cold Zero. That's a start, but the instant trade comes through from Rain. Now FaZe have been able to isolate the site and looking to maybe aggressing towards CT.
Now AlexiB up on this boost, hoping to catch somebody off here as they try and aggress. They don't over-aggress though, just ahead of the stairs position. Twists and Brookie see what they can do. Valde seen, taps through 2 Glocks, facing in. is not getting caught off guard, but the flashbang turned away. That's one headshot lined up on the likes of Valde. Brocky still holding for a bit more as Twist peeks in, gets taken back out, but Brocky still holds himself a triple, and Mantu suddenly left alone from the jungle entrance. No kit in his hands, no way to play this. Brocky ends up with a 4K, and that's so much better for him to start things off in the second half. Similar sort of passive style for the most part. And that one player pushed up in the apartments, though. That could be a bit of a concern if Mantu catches anybody off guard. Flash in, evades it, gets the first headshot in on Twist. AK can get grabbed, peeks back in for the second. He may have seen Cold Zero there. We've definitely seen him with the traces, but NBK will go down to the B-side defensive. He's the only man left here. Might have to back up. Valde sneaks behind the bench position. The Rain gets that kill together, and now Mantu's just going to burn. All the utility put up towards him. Alexi B next up to Faze. Gets caught off guard by Brocky, who lands on that headshot, and Issa left alone with the league winner 1 versus 4. Good setup there for OG, almost worked out. If only NBK had held, or Valde had held there towards the B side of bench positions.
A little bit surprised we haven't seen more tactical pauses coming out for OG. We've only seen that one tack, and that was about round 5 or 6 or so, very early on in the first half. That's the only one we've seen from OG. A set piece coming in towards the A side. Twist is still on a very late lurk towards his top mid position, who could try and, if they plant open for short, be that one person to just try and deny from the other side of the map. Issa pressing very far forward in towards a triple position. They know where he is, struggling to find anything, trying to get back towards CT, and it's Valde to find the first pick in the round.
A big kill on Karrigan, and Alexi fires through the smoke, catches Rain. Suspecting going to be close towards that default box or towards the danger box, and that's exactly where he was at. 5 versus 3 now. Bomb in full sight of the Faze side. Mantu leaning up towards the mid position, has one player to deal with here in connector. Twist is his back turn. Perfect chance for Yorpa to take down one of the crucial lurkers. Drops in, seen him, and peeking out to that corner. Gets that shot together. They're on the bomb for the full defuse. Alexi B and Valde clean up the last couple of kills to the main site defenders. And OG with a flawless retake for all 5 alive on the CT side.
7 rounds up, 5 to try and tie up. Alexi B now with the AWP running double AWPs going into round 20, but Brokey gets run boosted over, and Alexi B, we can say goodbye to that double AWP setup.
They can afford to drop. Get Alexi B back probably on an M4. I don't think they can go double AWPs again. Unfortunately for them, Faze are not going to go hunting either. Their own economy is a little bit limited. It's better to keep their 5 weapons in play. Yeah, Brookie on 59, Mantu on 61. HP advantage of 2 points for OG. Now the utility coming down, and that might be about to change. NBK, can he hold on to a kill? He's usually been first frag on his B bomb site in the past, but Alexi B's there to back him up. Back in the back corner, 2 frags to his name. NBK looking for something back on Brookie, but no! Brookie gets 2 kills, the Molly and the AWP. Karrigan getting involved. Brain boosted up on the boxes. It's a season, but loses the fight. Faze lost those 2 opening picks, but the smokes kept OG completely scrambled.
And then from there, the trades just come back. What was it? MBK getting aggressively up towards Van to look into the apartments. So many just wildly over-aggressive peaks coming out for OG, rather than just playing passive and playing off one another for the trades.
Minute and 20, the smoke is coming down. 2 of them on towards connector jungle and stairs. Flashes over, no smoke for CT. It's all down to Issa towards dark. Molotov to his position, not going to get checked up. Instead, Cold Zero burns away with Karrigan's assistance. Twist gets the kill on Alexi B. And once again, one man becomes the anchor to fall. And they get the bomb planted in a 4v3 situation.
Oh, more spam damage coming through onto Valde, but look how low a couple of players are on this T side. Good AWP shot coming through from Mantu, and Karrigan and Cold Zero need a fight on very low HP. A big shot comes out from Cold Zero out towards jungle, and they've even got a wraparound play for Cold Zero to find a 3K in the round. MPK may have just been seen out towards Ticket. He's in a 1v3, and he's been legged up by the Brokey Pig straight back in, and FaZe Clan get to map point on OG's map pick of Mirage. How are they consistently bringing rounds back from the man disadvantage scenario, especially in this second half?
They picked into Mirage, not a standardized pick for them, but a curveball to hopefully avoid their Inferno woes. And I mean, well, it's not exactly been the best of decisions. Valde and Mantu will get a couple of picks to start things off here in round 22. That's a 5 versus 3 situation. Mantu may even be facing for a bit more back here towards underpass. Cold Zero will get there, and he will take the AWP down.
I wonder if FaZe are going to expect this. Certainly if no one goes in towards Palace, then maybe this position gets unchecked, but no. They've at least got 1 player coming in, now 2 between Cold Zero and Twists.
Good trade. This has got to line them both up. It comes up the timing and positioning. Gets that bomb. The drop sees Twist. Twist wins the fight. And now Faze start fighting back from the man disadvantage, especially as Brookie peeks in from ramp. Gets Volday to fall. Now a 2 versus 2 can ensue. Bomb plant incoming. But Brookie is also taking aims. Alexi B left alone sees both players. Has got to concede the bomb plant. Trying to grab one of the AKs in the mid-control, try fight back for the AWP, lets him go no further. Brookie ending up with 25 kills and 16 rounds of Faze. They take map 1 as we take a break.
And there's at least one smoke going down towards CT, trying to draw the rotations away from OG because they're leaning in towards A.
Yeah, onto that short control, minute 2 the clock. One player dropping in. Carrigan is going to get dealt with. First blood drawn by Alexi B. Will they continue to find these frags? Well, they're putting nades on position and doing serious damage to this T-side line. But coldzera, 100 HP for him on a short control, countering onto several players here. And him and Rain get those 2 frags on Alexi and Mantu, tipping the man advantage back to the favor of the Faze side. More taps from Rain. That was perfectly placed. And suddenly, Valde alone gets one trade on a low HP coldzera, but so much more to do. He's also taking heads. Kit on him, no Kevlar, got to land the next 2 headshots back on the next couple of players. Smokes down, they hear the utility being placed up, and they just swing to take him back for Faze to kick things off in the pistol. Checking out the corners just in case, and well, when they enter, they're just going to have to get one good headshot on a decoy.
A bit of crossfire being set. Bait and switch set up, but it's the opening kill going the way of Rain. Valde falling. Mantu now bringing his pressure back over towards the A site. Karrakin getting another pick. Issa trying to play on the edge of this smoke. Karrakin expecting it. A lot of conversion elements coming through for this T side as they start to make their way already up through ramp. OG just getting picked apart on this force buy. Issa's still the unknown entity from the A side, but all of his teammates have fallen. Hardly any damage has been done. What an anti-eco from Faze. When you think about that being a complete force buy with OG, Faze just putting down a little bit of utility towards this upper tunnel split. It does look as if it's going to be a play out towards B side. Lexi B taking a lot of damage early on. Needs to fall back behind that smoke, but it's going to be the Molly 2. And now even the opening connection coming through to the backflat player of MBK. It's a struggling out from Car and an instant save in for OG. It does not get much easier than that from Faze. Not only did they do a lot of damage onto the rotator player from CT, but they crack open the bomb side, dealing with the 2 anchors incredibly quickly from Twist.
Yeah, Faze are going to look for that 4 for another very nice early start from them. The rifles just picked apart so easily. Even with some missed utility, you know, MBK still couldn't hold the position. Ended up going down so easily there. And now Volday, HE in, might be able to take Rocky down at least. Oh, 1 HP, stays alive. And coldzera can clean up that exit frag. 2 standing for the OG side, and they need to hold these weapons in because they've got no money going into the next round. Max loss bonus will be in effect, but it won't be enough to get the rifles back in. Mantu could isolate a kill back on, I believe that's Rain there towards CT cross. Just shoulder baiting in, sees that AWP.
I say that, they might just try and want to commit straight through. There's 2 players coming out from the mid play. MBK fast up towards the tunnel's entrance itself. Needs to try and get a little bit of support from the double AWP from Issa. First kill comes in for the CT side. It drops that bomb. Good start coming through from OG, but Issa's got to try and get some info on the players out from window. coldzera finds a pick. MBK's still alive and still doing damage. On for a 4K, doesn't quite get it. It's back to a 2v2.
Rain extremely low. This is going to be the first advantage that OG can capitalize upon. Orpa Brookie. He had to shine here on this map, was shining bright in the first one. Flashes over. The perfect angle of one CT player gets taken back. Ooh. Rain with 2 kills though. Up for a quadra. Rain should have been traded. 12 HP, stays alive. And Faze defend the 6th round. OG. Issa jump faces. Alexi, we watching. M4. Issa backed up here towards the B site. A bit of an aggressive angle alongside MBK. 3 players total to defend on this position. Karrakin caught off by Mantu. There's an AWP kill in M4, having coldzera's back turned towards him. Swing right, goes down, Twist tagged up. Brookie does get a trade back on MBK, but now it's a 4 versus 2, and these 2 players got to work real hard. If OG throw this round away, I don't know what to say. Brookie does get a secondary frag, knows where Alexi's at. Can't land that 3rd kill, so he does go down. And finally, OG will win their first round. Mantu pressed up forward here towards the longhouse, expecting T-side presence. And those bullets put in down range here by the AK, definitely going to give him the inkling. Eventually swings in against Twist as Twist overextends just by a little bit here. Good effort for Mantu, takes that first casualty. And OG again kick things off well in the round.
Oh, double nades coming down towards that short position too. Look at the damage that comes through with the Karrigan. But now the execution comes throughout from short. 3 players with the bomb committing and a late lurk out from long. And Lexi B even gets another kill completely blind. Man2 now starting to get involved, and it's down to just 2 players left over on this T side. Brokey losing his teammate, only finding one with the NWP. OG now winning a couple in a row. Utility usage was fantastic there from short.
Both teams back up on the buy. Of course, it will be an effort to break Faze's economy state. Now, and Alexi B lines up 2 on Karrigan and Rain, trying to enter from the longhouse, and OG have that position now completely on lock. 2 players up to that mid position going to be heard by Issa. Information called out. Man2 is forced back by some tag damage. Flash in. They do not see where Issa is despite that jump face coming through. They fall back for it, however. Faze looking on towards the B bomb site once again. NBK in his corner, flashed in to line up 3 kills, and he gets them all. It's easy as that. Line them up, knock them down like dominoes. OG, only one of which is on the A site itself. Alexi B's got to try and stall for time and get Vold in a position of rotation. Great nade on Rain, though. The utility placement from OG has started to look good. Rain drops into CT, dealt with by Issa. Twist will get a trade back, but Issa holding his position, takes his double up. Now Brookie and Cold Zero, last 2 players standing. Issa getting 3 kills total, and 15 seconds. Cold is trying to catch off this Orpa in the back of Plat, and still Man2 swings, gets his kill. Brookie with a good flick, but 10 seconds to find himself 3 more, get that bomb onto the site. Will make it a double, but no further than that. Issa closing it down with a quadra in the round and a 5th to the board of OG.
Coming through from OG towards his B side. Now there's only that single player of MPK that can bring Issa on a bit of a rotation out from mid, giving away his position towards a back plat position. Issa needs to go over and try and help him out.
Flash is turned away from NBK, evading all the blindness, but still goes down to Karrigan. Issa with a trade back, knowing that the T-side players are already on the site itself, so he can get flanked out by Rain, and indeed he does. Alexi B also in window, dome back by Brookie, and now it's a 3 versus 2. Faze, firepower disadvantage, but still overwhelming the B bomb site. I talked about a quick play working, that's exactly what's happened here. 3-on-2 retake set. OG taking their sweet time with this one. I'm not even sure the AWP wants to even go for this.
Yeah, it might be best just to hold on to it. OG struggling to really hold off towards that B side. It seemed like for a moment that Issa was going to start to get a little bit involved in terms of just trying to help out MBK the best that he can. And Twist even dealing with the NWP, meaning the Valde is going to be the last one left just outside of the B doors. Gets that first and that second, so certainly does disallow the amount of weapons that can come through. Not quite the 3K, so the AWP is going to be safe forward for Twist. So much money, though, for both teams, really, that going into round 14 is not going to make the biggest differences in the world. 3 players in towards a short position. They can try and fake out towards A, split in towards a B split, or maybe just try and commit off the fake B from Cold Zero.
AWP kill on Man2, lands that first frag on the A side. Defense peeks back in a second, and flicks to the 3rd. That's good. Valde dropping Rain, leaving Cold left alone. 1-on-4 for him, bomb in full CT control, and that is the fear that I had coming into this one.
But overall, Faze are going to have a pretty strong buy going into round 15. The OG, no one really in positions to try and go hunting.
Seeing the traces perhaps at the edge of the smoke, but right now the main focus for Faze is going to be on that mid to B setup, trying to draw CT attention away from the actual hit that is coming through. And here they come, Alexi B to fall to Rain. Rain to get traded back by Volley, doubling up Cold Zero with a trade back. 1 player on site, Man2 with the AWP, overwhelmed by the AKs, flanked in by Karrigan. In the end, it will be a man advantage for Faze here for the retake.
Issa and MPK need to try and bring this back. Bomb not yet planted for Faze, but they've certainly got this site completely under their control. 2 players out from CT, from OG, to try and see if they can bring it back. A little bit of utility between them. And Kit's in play as well. And Faze are just not overextending at all, not giving up any kind of peak. Molly even going down, starting to slow it down for this retake. Faze with 3-man, that 1-man advantage, and MPK and Issa have just not had an opportunity at all to even take a bit of a contact peek. No one swinging out at all from Faze. Finally, Karrigan is able to line them up and get Faze a 9th round on the T side. And from here, Faze are almost playing a retake setup towards the A side. Brokey's going to be the only player here, maybe out towards ramp as soon as he starts to hear at least some of this utility and some of the information play from OG.
Brookie flashed out as MBK drops down, looks on towards the B door, sees Karrigan. That defuse kit needs to stay in at some point here, needs to get picked up in a decent position for the Faze plant side. Gets that 1 headshot and that second. Back on for Alexi, next up to Faze, and next to a fall. The IGL steps up as Brookie falls on the the CT side. Cold Zero with the backup frag leaves MBK alone. And Faze clean house. Karrigan becomes the star of the round for the CT side. And that's another pistol going the way of the star team. Short control, Brocky with the Fama, Rain also with another Fama. Ooh. Nice nade on. We talked about OGs, HEs, that short control. Well, Faze can do the exact same thing, and they can burst and tap towards heads, clean house on every player they can. Only one Fama will fall.
Only really one player towards this A-bomb side from Brokey. He can put a smoke down out towards Goose, faking there's a player there.
Molotov not extending towards here, and the ramp control swings and sees two players, lines them up, both takes down one frag. Minimal damage done to Vale, allows Vale to get the trade on 3 points of health. He stays alive in a 4-on-4, and Faze have Rain still close here. No one's checked this ramp position still. Alexi B will go down for it. One more CT out towards long. That late lurk of Issa still yet to set itself up. He was looking to go towards mid and support from short, but has no time to get to position, and Karrigan could end up backstabbing against the T's as a result. They have absolutely no idea of this position, but Issa finally swings up a strike. Take one frag, not quite the second. Rain trades it. Valde looking, Mansu takes one frag, back still no info on Karrigan. Sprays through, Karrigan gets the one kill in the second. No kill on him. Does a teammate have it drop close to sight? He's going to need it to get the defuse. He's going to stick the full 10 seconds, actually. I think it will be close, but I think he'll also have it here. Faze in with their 12th. The IGL again becoming the key entity for this CT defensive.
They can slow it right down. It doesn't look like anyone wants to retake in from short, though, or from long, I should say. It seems like the majority of the players are going to come in here from short from Faze.
Time is low. Re-smoke down to that cross. Going to try siphon off some vision for the Faze camp. Issa here on ramp. Can't do much. Twist takes him down. 3 players, 2 players standing. They're going to line up for the AK, but only get so far with it. All picking on one. They're not on the bomb. Can't land that second shot on Cold Zero. And the diffuser gets stuck by Twists. No kit, though. Oh, he hasn't got it. He hasn't got it. Why was he cold on the bomb? That's going to cost him. SMG's in play, but CZs and Deagles lacking in head Kevlar for the OG camp. MBK and Lexi B could be up to farm some serious cash, but the AK of Cold Zero wants to try and change that. Gets only one frag before Alexi finds the trade. 10 strikes to a 4 versus 4, continuing to press out the mid control and going for a very quick B split. Smoke back from Karrigan, Issa reads it, takes him down, opens up the B site for good here, scouts in, hoping to catch Alexi in the mid doors, but for the most part, it's just a case of defending the B bomb site and going for the retake here for Faze.
Trying to see if they can get some of these trades together. Rain held the last one left to try and see if he can clutch out. He's already fired 4 kills in the round, and he's going to be able to clutch it for Faze. A massive round coming through from Rain to get the 13th up for Faze. Oh my goodness, no rifles in play. He picks up the AK and he delivers. Double playing towards short. OG maybe looking to try and see if they can get a split into B.
OG backed up, Tech9s and Deagles. Issa will be next to fall to the hands of Karrigan. One more player falling in tunnels. And OG with such little firepower to work with. Trying to make their way out from mid. Brocky and Karrigan just cleaning house with the SMGs. M4s can finish the job. That's a 14th now for Faze. OG are absolutely decimated on economy state. I think that was a force buy in the last round, so 2 grand at best.
Maybe if they can get a bomb plant, then great. They're just going to try and waterfall, rush their way through short. Rain's going to hear all of these footsteps. Information should get called out. They should be able to at least deny this bomb from going down. You would expect so at least coming through. Lots of utility in terms of the nades. MBK actually finds that first pick. More utility, though, coming through towards the A side. Trying to get closer and closer to the side, but getting just picked apart. Mantu and MBK, the last couple left. They've been able to do a fair bit of damage. The clock trying to fall down towards CT, but not quite happening for OG. It was an attempt, but it doesn't quite work.
But it will be the site defenders that will be the main concerns here. OG set to act. Karrigan, M4 to line up several. NBK takes his head. Twists now needing to try and back up the site defensive. Mantu going to get Cold Zero. Twists forced away. He's taking some damage. Eventually turns it back to a 3 versus 4, but that's not a 3 versus 4 that favors the OG side, and Faze think better of it. Save those weapons into the next round.
Rain pushing quite far forward into the upper tunnel, seeing if he can deal with any of the T-side players. Great flash comes in, completely blind. Brokey with the AWP, could get swung on upon, but no, not quite going to happen. OG doesn't look like they're going to lose any more players, so...
Mantu even taking a passive angle to this mid-doors area, expecting some mid-control from Faze, actually. They do catch him off guard, takes some early damage. AK in between, takes 2 frags! No! Oh my god!
They're going to mop it up. In a matter of seconds, this one may finish. Mansu on 13 HP to recover a 1v4. And I can't believe a mid-stack rush is what's going to close the game for Faze. 4 kills for Twist, 16-9, 2-0 for the All-Star Europeans. And they move on in the upper bracket. OG are out of IEM Katowice.